Now, on Brigadoon's opening night, there was a constant stream of walkouts during the second act that strongly suggested that the show was going to bomb. Whoever was walking out, though, it wasn't the critics, because the show got rave reviews across the board, and Brigadoon became 1947's longest-running show. And by virtue of several of its songs becoming hit records, plus the added bonus of the later release of a movie version of the musical starring Gene Kelly, the show is also perhaps the best remembered of all the musicals that came out that year, if for no other reason that the show is unashamedly romantic. And this is one of the show's most romantic songs. To sing it for you, please welcome the star of 7 Broadway musicals and a concert artist who has performed more than 500 concerts all over the world, and we'll speak with him live also after this performance. Here is Sal Viviano.
Because they've told me I can't be holy till wedding music starts playing. To ease my longing, there's nothing wrong in me standing out here and saying, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away. Shh. Come, dearie, near me so ye can hear me. I've got to whisper this softly, for though I'm burning to shout my yearning, the words come tiptoeing off me. Oh, come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day, darling, my darling, 'tis all I can say. Just come to me, bend to me, kiss me good day. Give me your lips and don't take them away.
It was so beautiful, just gorgeous. And here's Sal Viviano to talk about it. Hello there.
Hi, Scott. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. See, now,
Thank you.
if you were listening before, I was talking with Eddie about accents, and maybe we assume that somewhere in your past you played the role of the Scottish suitor who sang "Come to Me, Bend to Me" in the show, or was that accent just something you decided you'd throw in?
Well, I was supposed to. I wish I had at some point, but actually, I was cast to play Charlie at a wonderful place called the Wagon Wheel Playhouse in Warsaw, Indiana, I think it was 81. So it
Wow.
was that kind of place where you did uh, 7 shows in 12 weeks. Like 2 weeks you would rehearse, 2 weeks while you were doing one show at night, you're rehearsing a new show, the next show during the day. And that company was great. And so I was cast as Charlie. I had auditioned, and all the cast it was all college kids from Northwestern primarily, and then CCM, and then one guy from Eastern Illinois University, me. But it was great because everybody had you all had great roles during the summer. Anyway, so this was the second show, and right before the season started, we went down there, and the director, Tom Rowland, who ran the WAMU show at Northwestern, wonderful guy, called me to say that one of the cast members had gotten his first Broadway show, and he was supposed to have played Tommy. That was Greg Edelman. And so Greg went to New York to go into Evita, his first Broadway show, and I got bumped up from Charlie to Tommy. So also in that show, my sidekick, Jeff, was played by a wonderful actor, television and Broadway and film, Michael Spound. The lovely Fiona was played by the extraordinarily talented, beautiful Donna English. Mm-hmm. And it was choreographed by, and playing Harry Beaton was Mark Hobie, the artistic director of the Great Paper Mill Playhouse, who actually broke his foot rehearsing the sword dance, so he ended up being replaced by another actor, but still choreographed the entire show. And perhaps most notable was a young guy, also our age, who was 20, 21, I guess, from CCM, who was playing Andrew McLaren, Fiona's father. An actor by the name of Kevin McCullum. I don't know whatever happened to him. Yeah, so it was a great company. But so no, I did not get to sing that song. I sang all of Tommy's songs. But then I actually did get to sing that song many years later. In fact, it's my wife's favorite song that she's ever heard me sing. She always says. She heard me sing it that they were rededicating a space at Lincoln Center, the Frederick Loewe space and his collection. And Marin Maisie and I did a whole evening for the Loewe Foundation, and I got to sing that song. And that was the first time Liz ever heard me sing it. And now I guess she'll hear this when it airs.
That's
so.
Great.
Thanks for asking me to sing it.
Wow, that's got all good karma all the way through it.
Yeah.
Now, in addition to your starring roles in Broadway shows, as I said, you've had a huge career singing with symphonies all over the world. I assume a lot of what you sing with these symphonies is Broadway music. What do you think drives this desire all over the world to hear Broadway music?
Well, I think you're right. It does. It drives what symphonies do, first of all, because even if it's a classical symphony that plays a pop season, generally their classical seasons don't sell out, but their pop seasons always sell out because it is our true American art form. I suppose jazz is as well, and other styles of music, but there's something about Broadway music and the history of it, the continuity of it, the fact that it keeps that for many, many years our parents listened to almost exclusively songs that came from film and from Broadway. That's not as much the case now. Thankfully, some scores are making themselves into pop music as well now, but hearing that music, hearing our great American composers and lyricists, and I think it's the music that makes people feel good. It makes us all identify with another part of our lives, growing up with that style of music, and certainly what you do to keep it alive and give us a chance to all sing these great songs from an era that gets revived, but singing them out of context is also such a joy. And so that, yes, singing with all those symphony concerts, I've gotten to sing every great Broadway score, every great Broadway song that I could possibly sing, not necessarily on a Broadway stage, but with a full orchestra playing it much the way they were played originally, so many of those songs. So it has been, I probably would have done more Broadway shows if I didn't continue to do so many concerts, but I'm not complaining. It's been all right. It's been all right.
You've lived in both worlds. You mentioned your wife, Liz Larson. Now she most recently played Carole King's mother throughout the entire run of the show. Beautiful. She played mother to quite a few stars who played the role after Jessie Mueller. Plus, I understand she was sort of the mother to the whole cast. I've known a lot of the actresses who've been in the show. A lot of them were former Broadway's rising stars. In a way, that's kind of made you a father figure too, didn't it? Whenever you visited the backstage, I should say.
Well, yeah. But honestly, that's sweet that you asked that, Scott, and especially for Liz's sake, because, well, you know, Liz, not quite as long as I do, but almost as long, and she is a mother, not only to our sons, but she brings people together. And yes, in Beautiful, she was absolutely the cast mother, and everybody brought their victories and their sorrows to her in a wonderful way, and she embraced that. She loved that. I don't know if you ever saw her dressing room. It was the swankiest dressing room on Broadway. My God, fantastic. It helps to be the old lady in the show. I didn't say that, honey. You get the great dressing room right by the stage, which she did anyway. But everybody loved living in her dressing room with her, and they still call her all the time, and especially during the rough time that everybody's been going through this, since March. So she embraces that, and I think that's been her identity for a long time. She did it again with Flamingo Kid, which hopefully has a chance to come in to New York with Leslie, who you've got coming up. The summer or so ago when they did it up in Hartford, she played the mother, and was definitely the mother for the cast, and it's a suitable role for her. I'm glad you recognize that, and she loves that. She would do nothing, nothing that gives her more joy.
Well, now let's bring your brothers of the theater back. Actually, let's bring